This is the 2015 season preview. Coach Bob Pecknold is set to return for his fourth year as head coach of the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Last year, Wake Forest finished with a 9-4 record, ending the season with a 7-6 victory in the Independence Bowl over Fresno State in an old school defensive struggle kind of game in rainy Shreveport, Louisiana. A 9-4 record ending with a bowl victory is certainly nothing to scoff at, especially considering the history of Wake Forest football. It really was one of the best seasons in program history. However, it was the least successful under Coach Bob Pecknold. We failed to reach double-digit wins. We ended the season unranked, did not reach a BCS bowl, and we were really knocked out of contention pretty much for the ACC championship early on in the season after back-to-back conference losses against Miami and NC State really made our chances dwindle in the ACC. That being said, there was a lot to be proud of from last year, a lot of exciting wins, a lot of big wins, and ending the season with a close bowl victory, sending our seniors out on a high note and finishing off the season right. We worked very hard this off-season to get ready for the new year, worked on areas that we struggled with last year. Like every season, we lost many faces to graduation. We are joined by some exciting new faces this year. Very pumped up to get this season going. Big hopes for ourselves this year. Let's meet the 2015 Wake Forest Demon Deacons. All right, starting on the offensive side of the ball, quarterbacks will be led by senior Tiger Garrison. He will be backed up by Zachary Sweeney, Dylan Ostrander, Patrick Swain getting a red shirt. Halfbacks, senior Jasper Goolsby, Abel Pennington, Harold Lewis, our main kick return man, Malcolm Henderson, Cecil Cobb, red shirt. Fullback, Kendall Morgan. Wide receivers, senior Francis Baxter, Scotty Ross, senior Lester Wood, Sean Fuller, Joey Lopez, Josh Eaton, Desmond Chapman, Glenn Alford, Kevin Gant, red shirt. Tight ends, Ryan Dorsey, senior Joseph Childress, Richard Fine, red shirt. Left tackles, senior Willie Kroll, Gary Herman, Adam Sullivan. Left guard, Zach Caldwell. Centers, Joe Allen, Ryan Poland, Frank Gorman. Right guards, Hayden Griffin, Eric Sims. Right tackle and offensive team captain, senior Chandler Olson, Reggie Keys, Ivory Simmons. Now on the defensive side of the ball, left ends, defensive team captain, senior Shannon Dukes, senior Julian Harris, Heath Thornberry. Right ends, Fred Fitzpatrick, senior Brant Dodell, Marshall Williamson, Marcus Watkins. Defensive tackles, Braden Austin, Mark Sanders, Maurice Cunningham, Jimbo Webb, red shirt, Wendell Charles. Left outside linebackers, Terry Harrison, Jermaine Holt, Danny Ziegler. Middle linebackers, senior LaRon Gordon, senior Eric Palmer, Derek Terrell, Christian McKeon, red shirt. Right outside linebackers, Ricky Valentine, Otis Nolan, Jermaine Murray. Cornerbacks, senior Jabari Lamb, Stacy Adams, Brody Flowers, Alexander Benson, Tyreek Galloway, Eddie Ratliff, Justin Hurst, red shirt. Free safeties, Julius Peoples, Ryan Ferguson. Strong safeties, Kirkland Nance, Jesse Garcia, Roger Talley. Kicker and punter, Landon Walker. Backup senior Jesse Atkins. That is your 2015 Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Let's go. Let's take a look at the conference outlook. Take a look at the ACC Atlantic. The preseason favorites to win the Atlantic is the number 14 ranked team in the country, the Clemson Tigers. Predicted to finish number 2 is the defending ACC champion NC State Wolfpack, number 15 in the country. Predicted to finish 3rd is the Florida State Seminoles, predicted to finish ahead of us. Of course, they finished off last season on a high note. So we are predicted to finish 4th in the ACC Atlantic this season. Predicted to finish 5th is the Maryland Terrapins. And predicted to finish last in the ACC Atlantic is the Boston College Eagles. There we go. Defending ACC champion NC State. Preseason favorites in the Atlantic, Clemson. Look at the Coastal Division. The preseason favorites in the Coastal, the number 11 ranked team in the nation, the North Carolina Tar Heels. Number 18 ranked team in the nation, Virginia Tech Hokies, predicted to finish 2nd in the Coastal Division. And we have the number 19 ranked team in the nation, Virginia Cavaliers, predicted to finish 3rd. Followed by the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Miami Hurricanes, the winner in the Coastal Division last season, predicted to finish 5th in the Coastal this year, and the Duke Blue Devils predicted to finish last in the Coastal this year. So there we have it. North Carolina, the favorites overall to win the ACC this year. We are predicted to finish 8th overall in the ACC. Alright. Now I look at the Big 12. Texas, the preseason favorites in the Big 12. Big East preseason favorites, that would be Louisville Cardinals. Big 10 preseason favorites, that would be the Michigan Wolverines. Conference USA preseason favorite, that is the UCF Knights. Look at the independents there. Preseason favorites in the MAC would be the Ohio Bobcats. Nevada, the preseason favorites in the Mountain West Conference. The Mountain West will now have an automatic BCS bid after some strong seasons from the conference. Winner of the Mountain West will be going to a BCS Bowl this year. Preseason favorites in the Pac-12 is the Washington Huskies. Preseason favorites in the SEC, of course, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Preseason favorites in the Sun Belt is the FIU Golden Panthers, and preseason favorites in the WAC is the Utah State Aggies. That is a look at the conferences. So get ready for the new season. Now I'll take a look at the preseason polls. Number 1, of course, the mighty Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama has won the last 4 national championships. That is a record. The Alabama Crimson Tide have won 5 of the last 6 national championships. Will anyone be able to stop Alabama this year? They took a loss last season, were able to bounce back and run the table to win their 4th straight national title. They will be starting the season number 1. Starting the season number 2 is the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Notre Dame made it to the national championship last season, where they were defeated by Alabama, for their only loss of this season. Starting the season number 3 is the Texas Longhorns, defending Big 12 champions for their first national title since 2005. Number 4 to start the season is the Washington Huskies. Number 5 to start the year is the Oregon Ducks. Oregon was one win away from getting to the national championship again last season. They were defeated by USC in the Pac-12 title game. Number 6 to start the year is the Michigan Wolverines. 10. Number 7 is the Michigan State Spartans, defending Big Ten champions. Number 8 to start the year, the Texas A&M Aggies. Texas A&M was the team who defeated Alabama last season. Big win for the Aggies at home, taking down the Crimson Tide, ending their long winning streak. Of course, Alabama was able to bounce back, run the table, and win the national championship. Number 9 to start the season, the USC Trojans, defending Pac-12 champions. And starting the season, number 10, the TCU Horned Frogs. Alright, that is a look at the top 10 to start the season. Here's the rest of the top 25. North Carolina, the top ranked team in the ACC to start the season. Nevada rounding out the top 25. Now we'll take a look at the rest of the country. Here we are, number 35 in the preseason polls, 35th in the country to start the year. All right. Now a quick look at the Heisman watch to start the season. Senior halfback Joe Martin of Virginia Tech on the Heisman watch. Also have senior halfback William Moore of USC. Junior quarterback Brandon Pitts of Washington. Junior quarterback Peter Richardson of Michigan. And senior halfback Danny Harris of Alabama. We'll look at the end of the year, see if one of these guys are able to claim the Heisman Trophy or if someone from the outside steps up to claim the prize. Alright, now just a look at our schedule for this season. We will be starting off the year at home, hosting the Arkansas State Red Wolves. We need to play in front of our home fans to begin the year. Week 2, we're going to face a big challenge on the road at the number 10 ranked TCU Horned Frogs. After that, we will have a bye week. Then we will be back at home hosting the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. We will hit the road again, traveling to take on the Penn State Nittany Lions. That will be our last non-conference game. We will have a bye week after that. Then we will start ACC play with a big one at home against the number 15 ranked NC State Wolfpack. Big rivalry game there, big way to start off ACC play. Then we'll have another rivalry game on the road, taking on the Duke Blue Devils. Next we will be on the road again, taking on the number 18 ranked Virginia Tech Hokies. After that we will be at home hosting the Florida State Seminoles. Then we will be on the road taking on the number 14 ranked Clemson Tigers. Next we will be at home hosting the Maryland Terrapins. Then at home against the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Then on the road at the Boston College Eagles. That is the way our season will play out. That is our regular season schedule. Coming off of a solid season last year. Hoping to make a step up this season. Worked very hard in the offseason. Hoping to get back into the race for an ACC championship and a BCS Bowl berth. So excited to get this season started. We will be starting it off at home against Arkansas State. Let's go, Deeks!